I honestly don't know what gives me this feeling. But it's a very, very clear feeling. I am very, very confident. I have this complete trust that eventually I will work it out. Now, I don't know what that really means. I don't understand what the goal is. But I have this deep down feeling of I'm going to work out whatever I need to work out, and I'm going to get wherever I need to get when it comes to the squat. Now, the squat is the only, if you're thinking about tiers of goals, the squat is like by far, it's like the only thing on that top tier. Everything else is secondary, and there's, ranks after that, but the squat is the top shelf. And I have this feeling, I have this confidence, I have this just a matter of time type of feeling that eventually I'm going to put all the pieces to the puzzle together, and it's going to be the greatest moment of my training life. It's going to feel unbelievable, and I'll be able to put things into place, and I'll have like a complete understanding of what I need to do to move forward. I will have a method. I will have all the workarounds for my hip pain, for what I need to do when this happens, what I need to do when that symptom happens. I'll work it all out. Now, there's no, one program, one movement that you just do and you kind of plug it in and you forget about it. It's not plug and play like that. Training, in my experience, in my understanding, is very much reactive. It's very much, these are the symptoms of your movement patterns, and this is what you need to do to address it. Because no matter what you end up doing, if you keep hammering away at said exercises, you will always get to a point where it's counter muscle, counter movement is going to be relatively weaker to whatever you just worked. And so it's almost like a seesaw battle. It's almost like a step-loaded thing. You smash level 3, but level 4 needs you to bring up the other stuff which level 3 didn't address. And it's almost like you're chasing your tail. In a way, I feel like it's just a matter of assessing your patient, the patient being you, assessing your patient and basically reacting accordingly. Putting forth a treatment plan that is going to be a success for your patient. I see this every single day. People come in extremely sick into the resource room, and there is a whole bunch of tests that we do, and the consultant, the ED specialist, takes all this information and makes a call and goes forward. We need to do this, and this. And then in an hour's time or in 30 minutes time, we repeat some of these tests and we see, okay, we made an improvement here. And, over the course of days, we improve. We hope we improve some of these drastic disruptions to homeostasis, to this idea of health, which is basically a whole bunch of balancing acts throughout the whole body in many, many different forms. This is how I treat. This is how I look at my training. The patient is me. I need to have this idea of let's say the normality is going to be a 250 kilo squat. Right now I'm at 210, 212. So I need to get back to normal. Let's just say if we're using the patient kind of relationship, patient kind of case study or viewpoint. How do we get back to 250? Not that I've ever been at 250, but let's say that's the norm we want to get to. What do I need to do? Which treatment plans do I need? What do I need to make happen for this to eventuate? That feeling, this idea, deep inside my soul, I have confidence. Now, I can't make anybody feel what I feel. And a lot of you guys are going to be like, oh, it's just, I don't know, Ivan talking or whatever, blah, 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 blah. I was telling my best mate the other day, he was sitting, the couch on the other side of me, and we were having a chat about all this stuff, and he basically asked me, what's your 5-year plan? And, we spoke about other things, but when it comes to training, I basically said, like, in 5 years' time, I hope to have worked it out. It wasn't a number. It wasn't a rep range or how many plates in the bar. It was just, I want to work it out. And the working out is essentially this state where I feel very confident in treating my patient. Whatever the symptom is, I'll be able to treat it. And basically, over the course of the following years, I'll be like, okay, this has happened. I've assessed my movement again, and I assess freaking every single day, if you think about it. This is what's happening. I don't know what to do. Some days you come in, your lower back is tight. Some days you come in, your ankles are tight. Sometimes something else is tight. And if you have a protocol, a treatment plan for each of these symptoms, then you just plug and play. And it's always going to be reactive. You know, this is what coaching really is. Like, if you think about it with Ivan Abajev, Boris Shaiko, like all these top guys in the history of barbell sports, they would sit in the corner and watch people move. Obviously, they wouldn't act day to day, but they will be like, okay, this fella's struggling with this. We're going to bring this up. This is how we're going to do it. To me, that is sexy as all hell. It's sexy as all hell. I mean, it's so rewarding to think about that. You know, that's why I always say to everyone, the planning, the mental side of it, the processing, the information is as fun as the actual physical task of training. That's how I think about it. This is why I've tried many times to explain to people, no, I don't want a coach. I don't want a physio. I don't want this, that, the other. This is my video game. I don't want to have somebody else play my freaking video game, get me up to level 100 and be like, here's the joystick back. I don't want the joystick back at level 100. Give it to me at 1. I've restarted Skyrim 1 billion times. And I keep working out that I actually love the game at the start the most. Why? Because everything's freaking hard, man. You're struggling like crazy. Once you work the shit out, once you're one-shot killing the freaking bosses in every cave that you go in, how exciting is that? Not really. It's too easy, man. You're one-shot killing everyone. It's not fun. Turn the game off and move on. In my case, over the last decade, I've just kept restarting it. I do not want to have a finished product. I want to work it out myself. Eventually, hopefully, I will finish, you know, the product, the advanced squatter, the strength athlete, whatever. But I don't want to, you know, loan out responsibilities along the way to get me there. That's not the point, man. You know, I don't want just somebody to lower me into the grave right now. You've maxed out the video game, now you're dead. He's back the controller. The process is the life. The process of banging your head against the wall, that is the life. The product, the finale, the destination is basically death. You know, playing the video game when shit is so hard, that's when it's most fun. That's where the joys are. Sometimes you can't freaking see the joy because you want to stick your head through a freaking brick wall. But that's all part of it, because that's basically like you're putting money in the bank that you're going to withdraw later on. Because later on, you're going to feel sick. You're going to be like, unbelievable. And it's going to feel extra good because you had the struggle. If you never had the struggle, man, you're not going to feel shit. You're not going to feel anything, man. You're going to be like, oh, great. Some guy just, you know, gave me some cheat codes and here I am. I'm one-shot killing everyone. That's not the point, man. So I don't know where I get this feeling from. It's like, I don't know. I said to my mate the other day, I don't know whether I believe in fate. But it's almost like I feel fate. It's a bizarre feeling, man. Like, I can't make anybody feel what I feel. I just feel I'm going to get there. I'm going to get to this state of method, understanding, knowledge, application, progress. Not for the sake of progress, but for the knowledge of progress. I know what to do, man. You know, that's such a beautiful thing to me. That is awesome, man. You know, when things start to move, I've said this in the past, when I start to get a bit of progress, I'm not actually excited about the progress. I'm excited about the thoughts that led to the progress. You know, I've worked something out. I've got it working out. That is so freaking beautiful to me, man. And deep down in my soul, I feel like I'm going to be there. I'm going to be in that state. I'm going to acquire the knowledge. I'm going to be there as long as I keep on rocking up. It's just a matter of time, man. It's just a matter of time. Even on days like this, today, I walked out. You probably guys already saw it, man. Like, I trained, did a bunch of things, worked up with the barbell eventually, worked up to a set of 160 on the back squat. And you guys didn't see it because it's hot today. It's like 40 degrees, sweating it up like crazy, man. And the phone basically overheated, couldn't record anymore and cut out. There was nothing I could do after that. So all you guys saw was me approaching the bar 140. Even on days like this, I'm here, man. The technology, the machinery around me is failing. But you bet your bottom dollar, Ivan's rocking up to put some sort of effort forth. Absolutely. Because I know if I keep doing this, one day I will arrive. I will arrive at this understanding, at this method that I'll be able to use over and over again and enjoy this hobby of mine until the day I die. It's a beautiful thing. I appreciate all of you guys. Special thanks to everyone on Patreon for the support. Thank you everyone else as well for your support, for the comments, for the likes, all that stuff. It really makes this journey, this hobby of mine, even more beautiful. It's a beautiful thing to have a community around me like that. I appreciate all of you guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.